Hello, I am Lagunatic, and welcome back to the first annual month of Doomtober, my first ever themed month on this channel where I take a look at one spooky Doom map for each week in October, for which there are 5 this year. The stipulations for maps to be included are fairly broad. Not only do I want to look at maps or ones designed specifically to be classified as horror, but also community Doom maps with standard Doom action, but set in spooky locations with creepy MIDI. Last week, I survived map 12, Transduction, from TNT Revolution, a haunted spaceport littered with corpses hiding something deep within its metallic hulls. This week, I embarked through a void of static with Dead Wire, a single map developed by the one and only Xaser, whom you might know as the lead developer of Legacy of Rust. If you'd like to see my review, please click on the card shown above. Dead Wire was originally released for the community project Doomwiki Page that aimed at reimagining E1M7 computer station before Xaser released it as a standalone map. Not only did Dead Wire receive a Cacoward in 2015, but it is also another map included in the top 100 memorable maps list, placing 63rd. Seems to me the best way to be included in that list is to simply make a great spooky experience. But Dead Wire not only stands out for its excellent immersive level design, but also for its use of custom weapons and modified monsters. All of the weapons have been replaced with either more effective alternatives or outright changed. The pistol is now a powerful rifle with an alt fire that uses one shotgun shell at a time, making it a more precise shotgun. This essentially renders the actual shotgun useless. There is also a submachine gun that I personally never shot even once. I'm beginning to realize some of these weapons are pointless. However, the major weapon replacements do change the dynamics of the fights, with the rocket launcher replaced with a flamethrower that not only spews flames, but also oozes gasoline that can be lit for setting up traps. The plasma gun is replaced with the laser rifle that behaves like a rapid-fire railgun. And the BFG is replaced with the HRC, essentially a rapid-fire BFG. But all these weapons don't mean very much as the map is rather short, so I didn't really find much opportunity to utilize each weapon fully. Now, when it comes to the monsters, many of them have been made into partially invisible enemies, much like the Spectre. This is okay for the most part, except for the lost souls, which are virtually indistinguishable from the environment. Utterly annoying, but thankfully, the only lost souls of the map appear near the start to get them done and over with. Monsters also no longer make a sound when awoken and when active. Only the sounds of their attacks and death will play. But what best sets the spooky mood is without a doubt the music track that plays, created by Jackson Marriott, or Bouncy. There is also a track played during the end credits called Theme by Mortimer Twang that starts spooky, but soon turns into a catchy tune that sounds straight out of the Sega Dreamcast. The plot for this experience is as follows. After a strange signal originates from a deserted installation, an engineer has been employed by the UAC to investigate the source of the signal. This level tells the tale of what happens next. The objective is to collect the 3 major weapons found within different areas of the map, all indicated by a different colored torch. Picking each one up will light the corresponding torch near the exit. Light all 3 and the way to the exit will be unlocked. For this playthrough, I will be using GZ Doom, the sole source port this map was developed for, and Typically, I would list out my goals, however, many of them are pointless. There are no secrets, and I also believe 100% kills is not possible, as I was always left with one monster by the end, no matter where I searched, and even IDDT didn't help me. Skill levels are also meaningless, and this level is pistol shot no matter what. But I will not save once throughout this run. A quick thank you to my Patreon backers, with a special shout out to Dream Place and Anonymous, as well as to newcomer Hall. Thank you for believing in me and supporting the show. Now, no more banter. This is Dead Wire. Now, let's doom. Hello and welcome to Dead Wire. We are playing this on GZ Doom with default compatibility and default settings. This is because Xaser himself on the info page that comes with this map does not even say how things should be set. So everything is set to default, which means we can jump, which means we can crouch, which means we can free look. All of this are first on this channel, I believe. Let us have some fun, some spooky fun. If we look outside, we have a nice, beautiful, starry sky, but within, very spooky. We come over here, we encounter our first enemy, a specter that did not make any sounds upon awakening, nor any idle sounds. This travels through with the entire wad, as nothing makes a sound except when it attacks. Here we have some TVs with static, but what if we hit this? Oh no. The night sky has been replaced with a void of static. Very spooky. And you may have noticed that the back door has now opened with a shotgun and some shells. We will never use the shotgun. Instead, we will continue to use our starting rifle because it has an alternate fire. It is a slower rate of fire. Compare that to the shotgun, but the shots are tight and they are accurate. Much more important. Oh, do you see the lost souls? They're right there in front of me. This is the one complaint I have about this map. Lost souls are virtually impossible to decipher unless you know they exist. You may have noticed some of the monsters are not actually invisible. Only some have received this kind of treatment. A spooky room with TV panels and lost souls that you can't see. Truly horrifying. I do not believe this is all. There is one more waiting, and he is right here. Taken out. Now that we have made it here, there are quite a few different directions that you may be wanting to go in. Most excellent. Creative design. Now we could go in this. Ouchie! I'm speaking. We could go in this direction, however, there is something I would very much like to acquire before having to deal with it. A certain weapon that will come in very handy. So instead I will go in this direction and avoid these revenants here. Baron of Hell. An invisible Baron of Hell. Absolutely astounding. Now, if I pass this line right here, these doors will open, exposing a pair of revenants that I do not want to deal with at this moment, so I will leave it be. I also have 35 shells, so I do not want to pick up this box just yet. Let's go ahead and kill these revenants. An excellent fight to showcase how tight the shots from the alternate fire of this rifle are. Most excellent. Let us continue up the stairs. And we have made it to our first lit torch. There are 3 torches, as I've mentioned before, I believe, that you must retrieve, or wax, as they say. Each one has a weapon that you must pick up. Picking it up initiates the lit torch. Here is the first one right here. One that will be very useful throughout the rest of this map. But before I retrieve it, I would very much like to collect all the goodies around, and maybe even take out a few baddies along the way. Most excellent. I hear one more spider that needs to be squashed. And with that, there are no more distractions. Except for this. And this. Now, I want to ensure that I have all the cells picked up, the soul sphere retrieved, and at this point, it is now time for the laser rifle. This weapon essentially acts as though it is a rapid-fire railgun. Each shot pierces through every enemy it hits. And I very much want these monsters to fight amongst themselves as much as possible in order to conserve as much ammunition as possible. So far, so good. Wow. How easy was that? Oh no, no more shells. That's okay. I'll come back around here and take him out this way. Ouch! We now have a new stairwell that is leading us to this direction here. Once I cross over, we will have a pair of spooky imps rising from their corpses. And I lied. I said we never used a shotgun, but I forgot I even had it out. Now, before I hit that switch, let us grab the Berserk Pack and kill the ghost of this Cacodemon corpse. Easy. Here we are. This is weapon number 2 of the major weapons of the 3, I mean. This one will come in very handy. Let us grab it. Ooh, spooky. A room full of pinks. And arch vials. Oh, come on. Ouch! Ouch! This is not going well already. Truth be told, a better weapon to be using against them would actually be the laser rifle, which is one of the reasons why I tried to conserve as much ammo as possible, but I'm having too much fun. And just like that, we're now down to just the pinks. Make for easy kills. Oh yes, and at the center, the return portal, but before I enter, it would be a very good idea for me to travel around and make sure I have acquired all the ammo that I can hold for the flamethrower. Just 2 more. There we are. Let us return. We are now back. Let's rise up and jump through the window. Now let's go ahead and take care of those 2 revenants I had mentioned earlier. Now they are not even a challenge. That is 2 weapons out of the way. Let us acquire the final. If I go the correct way, that is. Stairwell number 2. And fun fact, I have 8 minutes left of recording time, so let's see how quickly I can do all of this. Fun fact about the flamethrower, it does this. Not the most effective way of killing a group, but a nice creative way at least. Okay, now before we head in this direction, let us acquire the final weapon. We have a convenient arrow down here telling us where we need to go. Let us jump. Here we are. The final weapon, a submachine gun. Useless. We're gonna use the flamethrower instead. I believe that is all of them. We have a revenant up here that is desperate to be killed. He got 1 free punch on me. What the? Who cares? We now have all 3 weapons, which means all 3 colored torches have been lit. Let us proceed across the void. Hit the switch. All 3 torches, as I have said, have been lit. The void has now disappeared beneath us. I will now proceed up the stairwell. Exit. I believe it won't be as easy as this. Of course not. A Megasphere and the BFG replacement. The prototype HRC. Essentially a rapid-fire BFG. Let's do this while I still have camera time. Yes! Yes! Everything die! Oh yes, and you can take damage from getting too close to the blast radius. Next wave, bring it. But first, he needs to die first. And him. Here we are. Hell Knights. Ouch. Thankfully, all the ammo teleports back in. You essentially have infinite ammo. I need to stop taking damage. My wrist is very sticky against the desk. What do you think the next wave is? A pair of scythes. Oh boy! Oh, that almost took a turn for the worst. Oh boy, no! Can't see them hardly at all. I need to group them, that's what I need to do. And I'll be completely honest, my sunglasses are kind of making this hard to do. One down, one to go. Oh, he's stuck back there. And everyone, we have done it. We have survived. Dead wire. Deactivated the static. We may now return to the darkness. Everybody, that was Dead Wire. I now have about 1 minute to say my stuff. This was a very entertaining, spooky map. One I definitely recommend for Doomtober. Get your hands on this. Go to the description down below and go to the link and download it. Have fun. And for all of my Patreon subscribers, Dream Place, Anonymous, special shoutouts to you, but everyone who has joined my Patreon. Thank you all so much for joining, and to all of you who have watched, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next Doomtober video. Bye. Thankfully, the lasers from this laser rifle, they cut through. Ouchie! My sinuses are actually hurting right now. I can't focus very well. This berserk pack can punch out a ghost Caco. Excellent. easy.
My f***ing finger slipped. My finger slipped. Holy shit.